we're going to go over sharpening real quick. When sharpening your knives at home versus sharpening them professionally is always going to be better. But you get good at it, you can do it at home. Now, I don't expect everybody to have high-end sharpening stones or leather strops. Most people can get a cheap water stone, but they're pretty hard to use. It takes a lot of practice to use a stone for sharpening. Also, you can use a belt grinder, which is what I use, and that will put an edge on it initially, the easiest. And so usually what I do when I make my knives is I run it through the belt grinder to get the initial edge in place. I'm going to go ahead and zoom in here, and we're going to go over closer details, okay? So, once we have the edge established, which most of your knives will, obviously, they all come from the factory with an edge on. Once you have the edge established, you won't need to use a belt or anything like that. This tool here, these are available for about $5 or $6, pretty much anywhere. You can get them at grocery stores, or you can get them. I got this one at Cabela's for I think $6. It's got I think it's tungsten. A couple of tungsten steel plates in there that are harder than the steel in here, and these work great. We simply run the V right down the edge of the blade. So, and you really want to pull it where you can feel the resistance, right? So now I can't get it right down here because the end of my sharpener is hitting the table, so I'm going to put it up on something so I can bring the edge down and follow the shape. You can hear the difference. Listen. That's good, 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 good. Hear that drag. That's what you want. That's the sound of metal cutting metal. Now, if you don't hear it, see that right there? Not cutting. Cutting, not cutting. So you want to drag it. Feel it. Now this will get your knife sharp enough. You'll be good. You do something like this and you're going to be great. You can feel it with your fingers. As you drag your fingertips across it, you can feel it pulling against your skin. Now if you really, this isn't quite hair shaving. So no, it's not hair shaving, but it's not far. What we're gonna do is refine that with the whetstone, and to do that, what we want to do is pull the knife at about the same angle of the edge. Now, not the angle of the bevel. The bevel of the knife is here. The edge is different. The edge is a little bit more, a little bit steeper. So we're gonna find the edge, and we don't want up on the edge. We want below the edge. Try and find the edge right about there, and pull the knife back against it. Nice and smooth. And try to keep that bevel at the same angle through the whole pull. And that's why this is really a difficult process, is because it takes a lot of muscle memory to be able to pull your knife through at the same angle over and over again. Now what we've really done here is refined that edge, or in theory we have. I can't see it because I don't have a magnifying glass, but if you magnify it, you could probably still see the burr along the edge, and we really refined that edge. And that is where the leather strop comes in. Leather strop with a jeweler's rouge is what this is called, which is like a wax almost. It's going to pull, work the edge of that little burr off of it. And we don't actually want this one to follow the exact contour, because the leather is soft and is going to curl around the edge of the corners. So unlike the stone, where we try to match the pitch with the leather strop, we don't want to match the pitch. We want to lay it a little bit flatter, so that leather can wrap around, knock that burr off. Now, you've probably seen happen plenty of times in movies where someone takes a leather strop or a sanding stone and they whip it back and forth. It's really cool looking, but until you are super good at it, you will completely screw it up and you will ruin your edge. So don't, you can even go forward. Like if I wanted to do this, I'm drawing it backward, and I could go forward and backward, but it's unlikely that I'm going to be able to hold that same angle if I push forward versus backward. Or if I'm pulling backwards each time, it's easier for my body to get used to that and have that muscle memory. Same with the leather stropping. I could do it that way, but it's less likely for it to be successful because I am not good at it. I'm new at it. So I am going to play it safe and strop it out nice and slow. Now, in theory, what we've done here is put a really fine edge on that knife, and I can feel it. It's good and sharp. Do that on camera. Sorry, guys. Let's try that again. And it cuts pretty good. There we go. Again, the thickness of the paper matters. If we're using toilet paper, that's really hard to cut, but we are not going to test my sharpening skills on toilet paper because that would be embarrassing. All right, that's the end of that video. I hope it was helpful.